Could a cripplingly schizophrenic, short-tempered chef survive the unfathomable horrors of the zombie apocalypse? No, I don't think they could. Let's put it to the test anyway. For today's video, I've designed a bit of a challenge. The goal is to craft each of the recipes you see before you. So where exactly is the challenge? Besides the constant voices and the literal zombie apocalypse, I'm also a bit of a gourmand. I can only eat cooked meals. Chef outfit, mandatory. Weapons, anything you'd find in the kitchen. Should be easy, right? Wrong. This is Project Zomboid, or even the cows have PTSD. Our story begins as most do, in the exposition. Meet Chef Gordan Rampage.
Bye!
World-renowned for his explosive temper and hallucinatory tendencies.
What is going on inside their head?
Get out of my head! 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 Get out.
Looks like it's open season.
Fast forward 2 weeks, and thanks to his schizophrenic visions of a zombie apocalypse, he's still breathing. Our first order of business? Home defense. In a fit of hallucination-fueled paranoia, I start covering all the exposed windows and doors. Unfortunately, the shambling corpses in my lawn aren't hallucinations. This first day mainly consisted of dispatching the roaming groups of Wicked Legends players
Have some sip of cola.
along with looting the adjacent house. After liberating my neighbor's sugar supply via curb-stopping diplomacy, I settled down to watch Life in Wibbing's carpentry segment. All the stomping was building up quite an appetite, so using the supplies I'd gathered thus far, I made my first meal of the challenge.
Welcome back to Kitchen Dreams. Today's meal is one of my personal favorites. Stir fry. It's so simple a corpse could do it. All you need is a griddle and your choice of meat. Just f***ing chop that up and throw it in your pan.
Plug.
Now chuck that in the oven. W-O-W, that's delicious.
As the first day came to a close, it turns out I was right to be paranoid. As despite covering the windows, the Zeds continued to bash their skulls against the glass. I even tried to let one in, but he preferred CGE. That's tomorrow's problem. I boldly assumed that going to bed at 10 p.m. with the 6 a.m. alarm would have me wake up just in time for the cooking show. With 3 hours to kill, I did an intense full-body workout. Turns out in Build 42, there's no XP for a wife and living past level 3. Did I just waste 3.5 hours doing literally nothing? Yes, I did. At dawn, I resumed my daily routine. Curb stomp zombies, whoop houses.
30 seconds!
Repeat. Today's meal? A bowl of chopped eggplant. The game called it a salad. I called it sad. As the hours passed, I managed to clear most of the neighboring buildings to the south and gathered the necessary supplies for carpentry, minus the nails, along with most of the ingredients for cake, pie, and pizza. Only flour and eggs remained. How hard could they be to find? As the day neared its end, the voices informed me that the government had hidden bugs within my furniture. And so, as any rational being would, I tore apart my furniture, receiving nails and boards which I used to temporarily repair my broken windows. Finally, as the sun set, I attempted to loot my last house of the night, Diddy's Mansion of Doom, named for the dozen or so undead pouring from the bathroom. I cleared as many as I could before fatigue set in and I was forced to return home to sweep off the wear of the day's adventure. The third day began with a fleeting sense of hope and determination, the kind of delusion only the truly desperate could entertain. I had gathered almost all of the necessary ingredients to complete the challenge. Flour, eggs, and surprisingly a tortilla were the last of the elusive puzzle pieces standing between me and culinary victory. I kicked off the day by clearing the rest of the freaks over at Diddy's Mansion of Doom. Once cleared, I was presented with the fruits of my labor, the final utensils I needed, minus a soup pot, along with a massive hiking bag. By now, all my meals had devolved into a pitiful routine. Salads made from strips of mystery meat and vegetables cooked to barely edible perfection. Functional? Yes. Pleasurable? No. I pressed onward, continuing my daily ritual. Each house in the block was scoured with the surgeon's precision and the madman's intensity. Most were barren of anything useful, but there were a few notable finds, mainly a box of nails for makeshift barricades and a bottle of bleach, the classic Zomboid method of unaliving oneself. Hopefully, our whips would never meet.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
As I approached the final house in the block, the voices in my head chorused.
This is the one. This is where the flower lives.
They sounded hopeful or manic. Same difference. Could this humble abode be the only fucking house in the entire block that actually used flour? I have not so much as been grazed by a tree branch, and this is what got me. A zombie just phased through the atoms in the air like a goddamn cave diver to immediately chomp down on my forearm. Fair enough. As the infection spread, so did my hallucinations, becoming more frequent and vivid. My final night was spent crafting what would ultimately become my last and most elaborate meal.
You get this out of my kitchen. Leave now. You can't have this one. This recipe is special. Get this out of my head. They don't know you. They're lying. Just keep chopping. Fill the bowl and be the mind. Fill the bowl and be the mind. It's not real. It's not real. I know it. Just keep chopping.
As I attempted to sweep off my grave injury, panic set deep within my mind and paranoia flooded my system. The voices grew loud and angry, like daggers in my mind. Death was coming for me, and I had to act fast. I quickly boarded up the rest of what had become my home and locked myself in the laundry room, where not even the shadows could get to me. I gorged on what had become my magnum opus meal and washed it down with a healthy amount of bleach. My vision blurred as the bleach took hold. The voices, once daggers in my mind, softened to whispers, then to silence. Sweet, comforting silence. And so the tale of Chef Gordan Rampage ends not with a bang, but with the faintest whisper. The apocalypse doesn't care about your recipes, your skills, or your ability to chop up an eggplant, throw it in a bowl, and call it a salad. It cares about one thing. Can you make it to tomorrow without being eaten by a teleporting super zombie? And good night. As always, thank you for watching, and a very special thanks to my many patrons who only exist in my mind. But hey, I believe in the power of manifestation. In fact, I'm drafting my own manifesto as we speak. More videos on the way. very soon. Later.